For this wonderful video, we'll be talking about searching, mainly searching Windows 10. So, Windows 10 has really two different locations, maybe three if you want to, how you want to justify it, where you can perform searches. Option 1 is right there at the bottom of your screen if you still have that toolbar enabled. Alright, so if we would right click on our task menu, under Cortana for mine, can I right click over here? Here we go. Cortana, I have show search bar. I don't have the Cortana icon. I don't want Cortana. Don't normally have a microphone. Well, I didn't used to have a microphone on this computer until all of this wonderfulness started happening. Or we get rid of it. I actually like the search bar there. Now, there's not much difference between clicking in the search bar versus clicking the start menu. Both kind of default to that search bar option. So both are able to be searched in those locations. Now, the third option for where you can perform some searches very easily is in File Explorer. All right, now, I have a whole nother video talking about File Explorer and all the other fun, all the customizations and things going on with that. Go watch that one if you want to talk more about File Explorer. This video mainly about searching. All right, and there are a few different searching things that I've wanted to quick talk about. First, we're kind of getting to more of what I'm going to call the advanced search. Yeah, you could just type something in here and we could just go with test, because I had named lots of things test. So here you can see a whole bunch of folders I've named. I've got some files, lots of things. Now this is bringing up anything that has test anywhere referenced in it, anywhere in the file, anywhere in the folder name, anywhere in the metadata, whatever. All right, that may not be what you want. All right, so maybe you want to restrict or minimize what is actually being searched for. And we can do that using the properties syntax. All right, so the proper syntax for that, which this is not right. This is the syntax. This is how you need to type things out. You need to type out the property that you're looking for, colon, and then the value. Now in this case, I'm actually surprised anything came up. But this is really just the syntax that we are looking for. So this is how you have to be typing the things in. All right. Now, an example of a property would be artists. So I have a lot of music on my computer. So we could do artists, colon, and then, I don't know, let's go ahead and use Coldplay. Let's just use the example from the book. And you can see it's not actually finding Coldplay in the file name. It's finding Coldplay in the metadata. Now, let's go ahead to my view and turn my details pane is on. So I click on this, you can see, nope, they're not going to let you show. Oh, contributing artists, Coldplay, right there. All of these are going to have Coldplay in the name there. You can do another one, another artist. We'll go ahead and throw Queen in there. All right. Notice then the file names have Queen, but all of the contributing artists have Queen. All right. So that is a great example for you. We can try this one. I haven't had much success with this today when I've been playing with it, but we can go ahead and try it. So date taken, colon, and notice it does actually let you pick. All right. So for my purpose, I'm going to go back in time a bit so I know my pictures don't matter. And we're going to say date taken August. And right now this is saying the 1st to the 31st. And it is pulling up one picture for me, a picture of my daughter that I edited. And I put her name on and everything else. It should be bringing up a whole bunch more options. Notice it does say date taken and it's 8/17. If I go to my pictures folder, I'm just gonna navigate there off camera. Hold on one second. All right, there we go. We've come to my pictures folder. Notice this says 8/16. I don't know why it didn't show up in the search, but it didn't. So this isn't a perfect solution. I don't know if my pictures folder isn't set to be searched by default or what's going on, but something funky is going on there. There's other options like genre or album, or you could do a tag list. All right. And the other thing that I wanted to point out is you can also refine your searches with some operators and wildcards. So let's say you don't know something. So you want to search for like the greatest hits. You could just do, let's get back to my quick access here. So we could just do, you don't know a greatest, you know it's a hits. So you could just do hits, enter. So the asterisk means it's a substitutes for multiple characters, so you don't know what's going on there. So here it's bringing up everything with hits and greatest and things like that, decade of, who's greatest, those types of things. So we could do that, and we could put that as part of the, as a tag with the album as the property. So album hits. So there we go, bring up all these specific songs, and if we go ahead and click on one, the album is 50 years of hits. So it's going through there and finding the hits option. If you only want to do a single character, not a whole bunch of them. So let's just say you didn't know how to spell hits. You did HIT and you could do question mark. And now it would bring up everything with hits. Their example, the book used was Blue, BLU, question mark, for album. So here you can see that the album, Barefoot Blue. So anything with BLU in it, it's bringing up. You also have Boolean operands, so you can do and, or, not, all right, those types of things. You can also use the plus sign for and, the minus sign for not, all right. So there's all sorts of great options there. And you can do this both up here in the File Explorer. You could also do it down here in the search bar at the bottom of the screen. Both of them are going to give you lots of options for when you're searching. Now, when we're searching down here, if I go ahead and type something in, again, let me go ahead and type test out. It's giving me best app is I have an app and then a Word document. And I might be going, I really want more documents, right? So let me make sure you guys can actually see this still. No, maybe. No, we can't quite. Hold on, let me readjust everything. All right, now you can see a little bit more of my screen. If I go ahead and type test back in here, there's 3 options across the top. We have find results in apps, find results in documents, or find results on the web. All right, so this is giving you kind of all 3 of those, but it is limiting them. So let's go ahead and hit the documents button. All right, and now it's giving me a whole lot more options there when I use that button, which is overall, I mean, it's nice that you're able to do that. So yeah, let's go ahead and let me just do that again. Now we can also click on the 3 dots, which gives us more options. So we could go, let me click on photos. So here are some test photos that were there. So you have other options there, video settings, people, music, email, whatever it is. You also have your indexing options. So this chooses how your computer allows you to search your computer quicker. Basically, it's gone through your computer, it's checked all the files in certain locations, so you can see here, all right, those locations. Pictures is indexed, so I don't know why I was having issues searching the dates on pictures, but I was. But you can, you know, if you say, oh, I always search this file on maybe my external hard drive or something, you can add that as an index location, which helps make searching quicker. So that is another important feature there. The other thing I guess that I wanted to point out over here is if we go to view and go to details instead of content, you can actually, we can sort by those columns, all right, and you should also be able to, let's get rid of album. Let's just go to my pictures and let's search for, I don't know, 08. That should bring up a whole lot of options. And again, view details. So we should be able to, for tags, rating, feedback, folder type, let me go ahead and add type in here. I'll probably add it at the end. But we should be able to, come on. Sometimes you just gotta love this software. One sec. Well, anyway, it seems like you can't do it while you're searching, but you can use it as a way to search per se. If you hover your name over one of the column types in the details view, if you hit the little drop down arrow, it does allow you to select specific file types, or, you know, depending on what you're doing, something, I want to see JPEGs, or I want to see JPEGs and Microsoft, look, they even tell you the names, Microsoft Word files, you know, or earlier Word files, you can actually sort by that type. So nice little feature to help restrict what you're looking at, because man, when you're looking at, what do I have, 177 items in this folder, it can get very complicated to try to be determining exactly what you're trying to find. Or, you know, you just kind of get into like a text blur where everything just looks the same. So being able to sort that by a specific type, so JPEGs or JPEGs, you know, it just kind of makes your life a little bit easier. Especially you can do that, but then you can still sort by date modified. So you're only looking at the JPEG files in the whole folder, but for a specific date. You can, you know, sort by the column or the name at that point. So it'll help you find your files easier. Not necessarily a search system, but I did want to point out that those little checkbox there is another great little option for you. All right, that is all I have for you in this little video about searching and kind of, you know, narrowing down your file lists. Have a good one.